anytime I reached out for help, for advice, she was there, and she was always supportive of what we were trying to do. So.
Tonight we're hearing about the life of local animal rescue leader Marcia Donnelly. She was 78 and died Friday following a crash in Prairie Grove. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach shares more about her legacy.
Kathleen Lehman has known Marcia Donnelly for 12 years as both a friend and colleague at NWA Community Cat Project.
She really was fiercely independent with what she was going to do. You know, she'd get an idea in her mind and she's going to do it her way.
Marcia devoted her life to caring for animals and advocating for those in need. Friends describe her as someone who built connections and lifted up others.
She just had this incredible social network. People who had learned things from her over the years, you know, had held her as a close friend. Just very active, very compassionate, very generous.
Marcia first got involved in rescue work to help alleviate animal suffering.
I know she just has this huge, long history of caring for animals. She first got involved when she was learning that there were animals dying at the shelter, and she wanted to do something about it.
That passion led Marcia to founding Spay Arkansas in Springdale, and later the NWA Community Cat Project. Kathleen says many have reached out, wanting to contribute in Marcia's memory.
And how many people have said, you know, I only met Marcia once, but she was so helpful. Marcia helped me do this. Oh, I'm so grateful for what Marcia has taught me.
A memorial fund is being set up in Marcia's memory with hopes for it to be posted by tomorrow. We'll share that information on our website when it does become available. Firefighters say 2 people died after a house fire near Poteau. The Leflore County Sheriff's Office tells us it happened yesterday afternoon north of Poteau. 1 woman was pronounced dead at the scene, and a man died from his injuries at a hospital. A 3rd person was taken by helicopter to the hospital and is in stable condition. Names of those involved have not yet been released. This was the scene today at the Pizza Italia in Boonville. A viewer shared this video with us showing firefighters battling a large fire at that restaurant. Fire inspectors have not revealed what may have started this fire or if anybody was injured. Fort Smith Board of Directors set to vote on whether and how to take over cemetery upkeep. As 5 News reporter Bo Russell tells us, the vote tonight centers on concerns over serious financial and maintenance issues at 3 historic cemeteries in the city.
I'm standing in Holy Cross Cemetery. It's one of 3 owned by Fort Smith Cemeteries, Inc., but previous management has put the nonprofit in a bind. According to Ed Ralston, Fort Smith Cemeteries, Inc. owes more than $600,000 in loans. That's not including the nearly $100,000 they owe as a result of city liens. In July, the nonprofit addressed the Fort Smith Board of Directors and proposed 3 actions the city could take to address the overgrown cemeteries, something they say they are no longer capable of doing. Josh Bufink with the city of Fort Smith says they are currently considering 2 of these options.
Option A, which is to continue what we're currently doing with liens that have been unpaid for the past several years, or us acquiring these properties and taking over all the maintenance of those properties.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
All right, Bo, thanks. Happening tonight, Fayetteville City Council is considering a plan that would establish a firefighter's Bill of Rights. It follows a framework set up by a new Arkansas law that recommends communities establish these rights, which includes new procedures for workplace misconduct, investigations, and protects a firefighter's right to engage in political activity.
I think there are several reasons why this is important. The first is it's a signal to our firefighters, the brave men and women that work in our fire department, that we appreciate them, that we acknowledge what they do, and that we want to treat them fairly and with respect and make sure their interests are represented. And secondly, I think it serves as a model for other cities, showing that you can do this and you can pass this legislation.
Now, if the Fayetteville City Council passes the plan tonight, by the way, it would be the first in the state to implement a firefighter Bill of Rights in Fayetteville. New tonight, Missouri's governor appointing the state's first female attorney general. Governor Mike Kehoe named Catherine Hanaway to that position today. She will replace Andrew Bailey, who is moving on to become deputy director of the FBI. Hanaway is a partner at a St. Louis law firm and was previously the Speaker of Missouri's House. Governor Kehoe says Hanaway is someone lawmakers and communities can trust to keep public safety a priority.
Catherine alluded to it, not only just the legislators in the House and the Senate, but communities across the state will find Catherine shares that same vision of community safety and public service being a priority for us.
Hanaway officially takes over in her new role of State Attorney General next month.